Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 27th of August, 2023. Fun streaming day. Good variety day. Even though yesterday was the 15th anniversary reaction celebration, today we had a mixed day of reacting to clips as suggested by my members over on DSP Reacts, a little show I like to call DSP versus the Internet. And then on the late stream, we had the continuation of Chrono Trigger. So let's talk a little bit about how that went down. First off, had a great podcast today where we essentially recapped the big marathon from yesterday, talked a little bit about now we're heading into the future, the big push for new games now in the fall gaming season. In general, just a really chill thing. We actually did like Q&A for like over a half an hour. People had some interesting things to ask and the like. So it was a good podcast in the morning, first thing. Then we jumped over to DSP Reacts for DSP versus the Internet. And I would say I thought that it was one of the better ones that we had done since the show's inception back in February. What I think's happened is that in the last month to month and a half, we have a significant amount of members over on DSP Reacts. A lot of them are gifted, admittedly, but because our member numbers have been boosted, and we went from having at one point only having maybe around 70, 80 members, we're up to 150, okay? The videos people are recommending are of good variety. Instead of it being the same core group always suggesting videos every week, we now have a wider group of people who are suggesting the videos for the show, and it's making the show a lot better. Today we watched a great variety of stuff, and although admittedly, yes, there's a couple of themes that seem to be recurring, overall, I'd say we only maybe had one or two videos that felt a little played out. Everything else felt fresh and new. If anything, the one really annoying thing about the show are when I'm watching a video and then YouTube says, "Oh, it's been matched via our content ID, and you've been flagged for watching content, and therefore we're going to shut your stream down." All right, YouTube doesn't have the right to do that. If it's fair use, which it is, if you're reacting and you're adding commentary and you're adding criticism, okay, that's fair use. YouTube really doesn't have a legal right to shut you down for doing that unless they actually have a human reviewing your content saying, oh, someone is blatantly just rebroadcasting something without permission and it's not a transformative work. They don't do that. They run an algorithm. And if a piece of content is something that's been loaded as a red flag item into YouTube's content ID system, they'll turn your stream off. And it's frustrating because there was some really good videos today. We were actually going to watch a scientific video about people who milk the venom out of poisonous, deadly snakes and how they do it and how they stay safe and how that's used for research and technology that help humans all around the world. Shut down within 2 minutes. Can't watch it. What? It's just stupid. And it frustrates me when I'm trying to do a react show and I can't just be free to react to what people want to see me react to. It sucks, There was a lot of good stuff, though. There was gameplay. There was scientific videos. There was stuff about products from other countries like Canada, going to a Canadian supermarket and seeing how different some of the stuff is there from America. It was just really good stuff. If you did not see the react show today over on DSP Reacts, that's my sister channel, youtube.com/@DSP Reacts, I strongly recommend you check it out. It actually was really good today. I think you'll have a good time watching the videos. Good variety stuff. Now, the thing is, all those videos are not live. The way I do it is 2 videos today and then 1 video a day for the next 4 days. So you'll see 2 videos, an hour's worth of content live now, and then another video every day. If you happen to become a member over on that channel to support it, you can watch the archive stream and you can watch the entire thing right now from start to finish. And because of the nature of that show, most of the videos end up getting claimed, and therefore I really don't make any revenue on any of the videos. Either the videos ad revenue goes to someone else, or YouTube says, oh, that's unsafe for ads anyway. So if you like the content on that channel, please consider supporting in another way. One of the major ways would be becoming a member yourself, and if you become a member, you can nominate the videos for next week's show. In fact, right after I finish recording this and queuing up uploads, I'm going to post up the threads on the channel page, /members page of DSP Reacts, so that members can post up their videos for next week's show on Sunday. So there you go. Give it a look. I actually had a really good time with the show today. Then on tonight's lead stream, Chrono Trigger, and it was great. We had tons of progress tonight. In the 2 hours that we played, multiple major plot advancements and plot strings, Fun stuff going on, a little plot twist. I don't want to spoil for those who've never watched or played Chrono Trigger before, but there's a pretty big plot twist at one point that happens. Like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that to happen in the plot, and that's the point that we're at right now. Tons of boss fights. I even got my ass kicked by a certain boss that was really tough. The game is just great. It's so superior. Seriously, I mean this. It's so ridiculously superior to Final Fantasy 16. It's such a better game. The plot, the writing, the gameplay, the music. Literally the one thing it doesn't have are graphics. That's it. Everything else in Chrono Trigger is way better than Final Fantasy 16. I'm loving this playthrough. So thanks a lot to anyone who showed up and supported it. Now, in regards to that, yesterday's marathon stream had tons of support. Why? Because it was my 15-year anniversary. So it was a very great stream. Today, honestly, pretty slow except for members. We actually had a good amount of members gifted to both channels today. But outside of that, everything else, super chats, tips in particular, was very slow today. I'm hoping it's just a one-off day. I'm hoping that tomorrow, that we're returning to full-time gaming now for the first time in 3 days, that we can turn that around, all right? So let's talk about what you can expect on tomorrow's streams. First of all, we'll have a podcast in the morning. Then it'll be Grand Theft Auto 5, the anniversary run, continuing on the main stream right after. And at this point, we are heading into the endgame story. There's only a little bit of side content left, and I've decided I'm not going to do the Epsilon side missions because it's too much trying to get all the vehicles. It's too time-consuming, and quite frankly, not very interesting. If we find other side quests like Strangers and Freaks that pop up that are easily accessible, I'll do them. But outside of that, it's going to be major focus on getting the story going. I think we have like 15 story missions left to do. So we're going to see how far we can get tomorrow. It should be a good time. We're heading into the endgame epic story mission. So I hope that you will join me and chill and support if you can. All right. Tomorrow night on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It's the continuation of Street Fighter 6. Finally, we're jumping back into ranked, this time with Blanca, and hoping to advance. You know, right now I believe Blanca just hit 3-star diamond. So hopefully within the 2 hours we can get halfway to say like 4-star diamond. I know it's getting way more grindy. It's getting way more challenging. It's getting way more frustrating. Everyone in diamond is mashing away safe patterns with Ken in the top tiers. And frankly, it's annoying when I need to rely on absolute accuracy of control and a combo drops and a move drops, and it cost me a whole round because of it. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to actually watch some more Blanca videos tonight. I'm going to see what people are up to with Blanca, some of the top players, and try to apply that to my game tomorrow and go from there. So GTA 5 in the morning, Street Fighter 6 tomorrow night. Should be a solid and fun full day of gameplay streaming. And I would hopefully say if you guys like the content, please come support it. I did have a really slow day today, so it would be great to bounce back from that tomorrow. Okay? That's it. Thank you very much for a great streaming day. Please have a good evening. Keep in mind, if you missed out on the anniversary event yesterday, those videos from that event are slowly going live over on DSP Reacts this week. Today we had a new video featuring Assassin's Creed 2 gameplay and many other epic moments. And there'll be 2 more of those over the next 2 days. And then the Feasting with Phil video where we tried out all that awesome food my wife had made. That's also coming up this week. So there's a lot of content over on DSP Reacts to watch on a daily basis. Or again, if you become a member over there, you can access all of it right away, instantly archived. Okay? Thanks, everyone. Have a good night. See you in the morning, and peace out.